as you can see, the title speaks for itself. Now, I know you black folks are all going to, be all in my comment section of this video talking about some Langston, you a sellout, you this, you that, blah, 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 this and that and so forth, right? As usual. And my thing is this. How can, let's say for the sake of the conversation, right? How can white people culturally appropriate something that was given to them? I want you to answer that. You see what I'm saying? Like, how can white people culturally appropriate hip hop when we handed it over to them? You see what I'm saying? And when you hand something over to someone, like say for example, if I buy you a Christmas present, right? I got you the PS5, right? And I gave it to you. I said, hey man, you can have it. It's yours. Take care of it. And I agreed to it, right? Then I go out and I tear the damn PS5 up, I blow it up and I do all of that, right? And then I come back to you and I'm like, yo, why would you do that? That was a present that I gave you. You should have honored it and da-da-da-da-da. And you know what I'm gonna say? Well, didn't you say it was mine? Same thing with hip hop. Same thing. We gave them no guidelines. We gave them no rules. We said that you can be a part of it. Period. Let me explain something to you because I don't think you all understand. See, I'm trying to get you to use the other side of your brain. I'm trying to get you to use the left and the right side of your brain. Both parts of the brain. The cerebellum, cerebrum, and the medulla. 3 parts of the brain. I'm trying to get you to use all 3 parts. Because you are only just using a specific, really a percentage of one part of your brain. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen. I used to sell bootleg movies, right? Used to sell bootleg movies, pocketbooks, knockoff pocketbooks, knockoff watches. And they used to be Louis Vuitton, Bovado watches. I used to sell bootleg shades. You know what I'm saying? I used to get all of that mess on Canal Street. Let me tell you something. Listen to what I'm saying. So it used to be like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and all the rest of that stuff, right? So Louis Vuitton, Gucci respects their brand. They have high standards, right? They have a reputation to live up to. So when they see knockoffs in the street, you know what they do? They hire people to search for people that selling knockoffs so that these people can be arrested and charged for pirating their product. Does that sound familiar? Doesn't that sound like cultural appropriation? Doesn't that sound like at that point in time I'm culturally appropriating their brand? Right? But there's consequences behind that. If I get caught selling knockoff Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Movado watches, Balenciaga shoes, Jordans, which are white brands, right? I'm going to jail and I can be charged. And I could go to jail, sentence up to anywhere from 1 to 5 to 10 years, and I can be charged. Like I could get taxed because they respect their brand. Us black folks, we don't respect our brand. We don't respect something that we established and built. We don't respect it. We allow any and everybody to do what the hell they want to do in hip hop, and then we turn around and say that's cultural appropriation. That's wrong. You shouldn't have did this. You shouldn't have did this and that and so forth. Get the hell out of here. Let me just be real with you, and let us all be real. Just call a spade a spade. We are some weak ass pussies as a race. We just are. And I think in the early 90s, we used to, not us young people, but older people used to be like the man. No, we did it too. The man. The white man is the man. You want to know why? Because he's the only one that gets respect. The only one that could walk through our hoods and nothing would happen to him. But guess what? We have one rule when it comes to the black race, that if you ain't from the hood, you can't come to the hood. But yet and still, white people could come in the hood and not only go through the hood, but arrest your ass. White, not only arrest your ass, but could take your children from you. CPA, Child Protection Agency, not only take your children from you, but go in your neighborhoods in which you don't own and bulldoze your damn projects down and gentrify your area and kick you the hell out. So stop it with that BS about white man is culturally appropriate this and that, so forth. No, we just some weak ass pussies. That's it. It's just that plain and simple. I don't want to hear nothing about redline. I don't want to hear nothing about systemic racism. I don't want to hear nothing about racism, period. I know that it does exist, but at the end of the day, what do we have? A choice. And when we start talking about that, as of recently, you all started talking about that. I've been talking about that for the last 20 years. But you all started learning those terms like redline and desert, food deserts. You all recently started learning about those terms. I've been talking about this for years. But we sound stupid when we're talking about it. You want to know why? Because if it's so bad, right? And which it is bad. Black cops, black and white cops, majority white cops are killing us. We're still in the projects. Most of us are below poverty, living poverty stricken. We still don't have the essential things that we need in life, right? But yet and still, we still bitching and complaining about the white man this, the white man that, Let me tell you something. If you don't like it, leave. But you're not. You want to know why? Because I said, we all should go back to Africa. And then you said, I'm not from Africa. I'm from America. I'm not African. I am African American. So what is the solution then? Because you talk about equality and fairness, you're not going to get that here. That plain and simple. And let me tell you something. I'm from the streets. Never shot nobody, never sold crack, but I've done some of everything. I'm street validated. Best believe that. If you listen to my stories, you know that to the T. And if you don't know that to the T, what I'm about to tell you, you're going to see that I'm from the streets, right? When you all start bitching about racism, systemic racism, redline, and then this and that and so forth, right? To the white man and to whomever, right? CNN News, Fox News, they more than happy to put you on their panel and let you bitch and cry, just like grown black men crying in front of the TV, like little punk, weak ass, emasculated and feminized men. They don't have no problem with showing a black woman crying, oh my baby's going and never doing nothing about it though. It's rules to us protesting. That's crazy. It's rules to us protesting, right? I'm getting back on topic. So you know what that sounds like to me when I see you all doing that? It sounds like to me that you are married to a whore, right? And you keep on complaining about that whore fucking everybody else, but you still married to her. And I keep on telling you, why don't you leave the bitch alone? And you telling me, hey, I still love her though. But she's fucking everybody else. You still love her? Same thing with the white man. White man, clonk, clonk, hitting you over the head. And you still talking about some equality, fairness. Let me tell you something about fairness and equality and all of that shit. It's not going to happen in the white man's world. It's not. Let me tell you something. They have something that they practice. It's called nepotism. If y'all don't know what that means that you show favoritism towards your family member. So when they raided the Capitol, look at the type of treatment they got. Because white people as a race will protect and defend their race. Only black people won't. Only black people kill one another. Like alarming rates. Because white people do kill white people. But at an alarming rate. You see what I'm saying? So when we was on the Capitol, we didn't even invade the Capitol. Oh, they had pepper sprays, dogs, all types of stuff. So there's you're not going to get any type of fairness and equality in their society. Because you're not a threat. They don't have to do anything for you. This is the reason why we're never going to get reparations. Because we don't demand it. In a way where the white man will wake up and say, oh, whoa, they done going too far. You see, you know what you do with a bully? Once he keeps on hitting you, you hit back. The minute that you respond, he's gonna, whoa. Either he's gonna, A, not hit you again, or B, think twice before he hits you again. That plain and simple. I'm going to wrap this up, but I'm going to say for now, in conclusion, we all are nothing but pussies. We talk about killing one another, but never the enemy. And I'm not saying the white man is the enemy. I just said never the enemy. That plain and simple. Let me explain something to you. This is where it gets real. This is where it gets real deep. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go deep, but it gets deep, like somewhat like I say 5 feet, 6 feet. I'm not going 9, 12, and 16 like Polite. It gets about 5 to 6 feet deep, right? Is there any fairness where a gazelle is being eaten by a lion? Is there any fairness when you step on an ant outside? Is there any fairness when you sit down at your table and eat a dead animal that you know that has been butchered and slaughtered in a slaughterhouse? Is there any fairness into that? See, the problem is that we're not real men. Because if we were, we would be conquerors. Like the white man. You don't see anybody invaded the United States of America. The white man got army camps, whatever they call them, all around the world. In Africa, Europe. Do you see any camps, Chinese camps, army camps in the United States? The United States dictates who can have nuclear weapons and who can't. But we have nuclear weapons. And this is what bugs me out. Just admit it, black man, that we are some weak ass punk men. That plain and simple. That plain and simple. Let me tell you something. I know we cool and we talented and all the rest of that stuff. By nature, it's natural, right? We could dribble a ball, we could rhyme, we could do all types of stuff, right? Not just, entertainment wise, but just on an intellectual level as well. You see what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I was a child, ain't nobody teach me how to fix my own TV. I had a chemistry set at like 12, 13 years old. My mom's bought me that. So anything we put our minds to, we can achieve, right? But at the end of the day, let me tell you something. It's not the one that's talented, that's lazy as shit that gets the job done. It's the one that's not talented, that busts their ass and put hard work and effort into it and gets the job done. And this is the reason why the white man is busting our ass. No matter how talented we are. No matter what. Eminem studied the greatest. And it's a shame that I have to say this because at the end of the day, I just came out of being a black supremacist. Like, it was all black, 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 black. This whole world's supposed to be black. But I've changed my mind on that quite some years ago. So it's a shame that I have to say this, but just like Pretty Ricky said, like, a large percentage of rappers can't fuck with Eminem. It's not because Eminem is the most talented rapper. It's not because Eminem naturally can rhyme. It's because he studied the greatest. And he became one of them. And I gotta give him that shit. I'm tired of this, man. I'm sick and tired of this. We allow our culture to be, hey, you can have it. Action Bronson sounds no different from Ghostface, but Ghostface ain't never want to punch Action Bronson in the face. I'm not saying that he should be violent towards him. I'm just saying, like, have that same type of temperament that you have for black folks to white people. DJ Premier, they don't have a problem with Static Selector, even though his beats sound just like DJ Premier. Period. Your man from and let me say something wrong, and anybody say something wrong from Griselda, right? Let me say something wrong and word gets out, like I'm saying, if I become big and word gets out from West Side Guns, Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher, they be knocking on my door, but they won't be knocking on the white man's door though. But the white dude with the producer, I forgot his name, for Griselda Records, that's Premier shit. But ain't nobody checking these dudes. So at the end of the day, stop crying, stop bitching about some, white man culturally appropriate. No, you said, here, white man, take my culture and do whatever the hell you want to do with it. Oh, by the way, exclude me out of it. I tell you that that's a real man. I tell you that. I tell you that a real man is a conqueror. He's the alpha male. And this is the problem. The game of life, black people still playing by the rules. Y'all some dumbass motherfuckers. White people will cheat. Look, read the 48 Laws of Power. Please read that and you'll truly understand, or should I say overstand, where white people are in mind. You'll truly get it. White people don't play fair. There is no equality in a white man's world. A black man can't be equal in a white man's world, just like a white man can't be equal in a black man's world. I can't be ruling in Egypt and there's someone equal to me. No, he has to kneel and bow down to the real God. Don't you understand that? This is the problem. I'm about to be through, man, because it's frustrating. It's frustrating, man, to have this amount of information in your brain and to know and to understand why things are the way that they are. Why things are the way that they are. Your God is white. Your Messiah, your Savior, the one that's supposed to save you. Listen to this. The one that's supposed to save you from police brutality, from over 400 years of slavery, and the likes, is white. The one that clothes you is white. Yes, I said it because you buy clothes and mostly your clothes is in the closet are white man. I got on an Old Navy what is that shit? Dry whatever, you work out in. It's white. The food that you get is from white man. The shelter that you get, yeah, you pay rent, but the white man built it. This is a white man's world. That plain and simple. And I'm gonna give it to you raw, because I'm so goddamn tired of you weak ass motherfuckers trying to justify your weakness. Period. And this is the reason why I'm on some independent shit. You talking about this motherfucker, what's his name? The dude, the dark-skinned dude, the R&B singer, I forgot his name, man. Akon wants to build a Wakanda in Africa. But guess who's backing that shit? The Chinese. We can never do anything without another man helping us. I'm done. God damn it, I'm done.